Page 6, a harvest melody. 6/8 time at the top of the page, they're talking about accents in 6/8 time. The natural accents. A natural accent, in case you've forgotten, is an accent that happens naturally. You feel it in the music. You have to feel things when you play music. You have to feel the music, not feel things, but feel the music. This sounds dirty. It's not dirty, you know. It's 1, 2, and they're saying it's on 1 and 4, and that's true. You can have natural accents in 6/8 time that are actually every other beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, but that's not very often. Most of the time it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd think you're hearing triplets, you're not. It's 6/8 time. A lot of marches are written in 6/8 time. So in this piece, at the right hand, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The left hand is easier because they're beamed every 3 beats, and that's according to the natural accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's basically it. That's not a lot to talk about there. So let's talk about this melody thingy. Andantino, which is sort of slow, I guess. There's a difference of opinion on what that means. You have andante, which is slow. Andantino, some people say it's a little slower than that. Other people say it's a little faster than that. The ino at the end means a little bit. It's like allegro is fast, while allegretto is a little fast. Well, if andante is slow, then andantino is a little slow, which means it's a little faster than that. But a lot of people, most people, including me, tend to use it more to mean slower than slow, just a little bit slower than slow. But anyway, and 6/8 time, so we're feeling this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And you're thinking, that's not slow. 1, 2, 3, that's not slow. But we're referring more to the natural accent feeling. But 1, 2, 1, that's the feeling we're after. 2, 1. That time. So, and that's the way it is. It's slow that way. Not a lot to point out here. You can follow their fingerings just fine. Your hands will move around a little bit. That's okay. Just follow their fingerings. Try and get to where you can eventually play this piece without looking at the keyboard. At first, you may have to look down on some of these things, because your hand's stretching out a little bit or moving around a little bit, but eventually you want to be able to feel those distances. They talk about dynamics a little bit. Basically, it's a gentle piece. And that's the melody, the right hand, so the left hand has to be really soft. Then you get to the second line, you have this crescendo, the arrow going up, and then a decrescendo. We'll look in the middle of them and see where the loudest parts is. It's like this E. That's the loudest part. So here at the beginning of that swell, the beginning of the line, you're heading for that E. Here. And then you come back down. Then you come back down. So it's very effective if you can really get that swell to work out. Don't get really loud. That's too loud. But you should be able to feel it. Come on down. Etc. And then in the last line you have this swell again. And again you're going up to the E. And off. Then they've added pedal. Dadgummit. They've got legato pedal all over, and I completely disagree with it. As far as I'm concerned, first off, you can play this whole piece without pedal just fine. To me, the pedal just mushes it all up. And maybe that's the sound you like. Maybe that's really what you want. So you've got this. I don't care for all that mushiness. I like to clean that up a little bit. So I'm going to offer a little more advanced pedaling thing going on here. So at the beginning of this, I'm only going to pedal the first 2 beats and then up a beat, and then down for 2 beats. And in other words, I'm pedaling in the right hand, pedaling the quarter notes, and I'm lifting up before the phrase. I'm not pedaling the 8th note, so it's here, 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 and then lift up before I play the 8th note. That's all. That's what I'm pedaling here. So it comes out this way. Then in the second line, first measure, I'm only pedaling the first 2 8th notes. And I'm not pedaling any more in that measure because I don't want to blur this up. I don't want to blur that, so it's here. Then again, here I can pedal all 3, and then a legato pedal, and then lift up for the last beat. And then go on. The 3rd measure, again, just the beginning, the quarter note. And I'm not pedaling that. So each time I get these right before the 8th note, I'm lifting the pedal. I don't want to pedal the 8th note. So the 3rd line, then the last line, I'm pedaling the first, the quarter note. I'm not pedaling any more of that measure. Second measure, I can legato pedal that, except the last 8th note. And then next to the last measure, I'm pedaling the quarter note. I'm not pedaling anything else in that measure. And I'm pedaling the last measure, and the pedal and the hands come up at the same time. And that's how I suggest the pedaling. To me, if you listen to it, it sounds cleaner.